What do you think about chess on eSport? I believe that was a great show and great chess advertising. So let's watch the final between Alireza Firouzja playing with white pieces and great Magnus Carlsen playing with black pieces. Magnus Carlsen is absolutely chess hero. He is able to beat anyone, anywhere, and he is the best chess player of all times, at least up to me. I hope that you agree. And now let's come back and let's watch this game. Let's watch what's happened. This game is going to be game of black's dark squares bishop, but don't spoil this video too early. Let's watch what's happened. Right now, after move a4, black's dark squares bishop is under attack, so Magnus is going to play move a6, and after short castle, I believe that we are in the middle of exciting chess game. White has advantage, but of course white has to find a plan. It's important to be active and it's important to find the best squares for white's or black's pieces. So right now Magnus Carlsen decided to play bishop a7. If nothing, this bishop is on a safe square, and now rook e1. Knight e7. Why Magnus is going to play this move? Of course, he's searching for the better square for this knight. And where this knight is going, don't worry, he is not going to stay on e7 forever, because he's going to play on g6 and later on f4. But now c6 with aim to be active in the center, and right now Magnus Carlsen is active in the center and he's fighting for advantage. After exchange on d5, that's a question if this pawn on e5 it's not hanging. So let's check this variation. Knight e5, rook e5, and sounds like, oh my god, what Magnus is going to miss here? Nothing. Here is a bishop f2, and I told you that this game is the story of great black's dark squares bishop. Even this is only variation. Let's check. It's a proof that pawn on e5 it's not hanging. And Alireza Firouzja played bishop d2, why not? And now queen c2. Okay, I believe that both players are hoping to be more active, but before they are active, they are doing their best to place their pieces to most active squares. Even after bishop e6, I still watching black's dark squares bishop. That's a monster. That's a brilliant bishop, and that's the biggest danger to white's position. And for this reason, white is going to play move c4. And after exchange on f4, c5. Yes, now maybe white is absolutely okay, because dangerous black's dark squares bishop on a7 is blocked. And now it's a question if Magnus Carlsen is happy with his dark squares bishop on a7, or if he is going to help him. So after exchange on b3, played a5. Of course, it's important to help this bishop to be back alive. So after d4, this position is going to be opened, and now rook d8. Alireza Firouzja don't want to exchange his rook and played rook e4, and after exchange on b4, finally there is a bishop c5. So everything changed. The story of this game was a really active black's dark squares bishop. Later on, a really bad dark squares bishop. And right now, that's a winning piece. And Alireza Firouzja has to be careful, because if there is such a dangerous piece, Magnus Carlsen is playing for victory. Of course, queen c4, nothing special happened. But believe me, everything changed. Bishop f2. What a surprise! Now Alireza Firouzja is lost and Magnus Carlsen is going to sacrifice his hero. So bishop f2, check. And queen g3. Here is a checkmate threat. And what about Alireza? one check, okay. What next? Check, okay. And here, rook e7. Of course, that's a checkmate and the game is over. I hope you enjoyed this game. If yes, just feel free and press like or press follow and make my day and stay by me. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.